This is KATU TV Channel 2, Portland at 6:30.
Center 5 and 11. Welcome to World News on this Thanksgiving.
From KATU Channel 2 in Portland, this is the Channel 2 News Weekend Report. Saturday, November 20th, 1981, with Paul Majors in the news, Brent Jenkins in the weather, and Peter Wiggins in the sports. Here now, Paul Majors. Good evening, everybody, on this November 28th, 1981, on a Saturday, I'm Paul Majors in the news, what's evident on the Channel 2 News Weekend Report. In Salem, a reveal in the state budget deficit put at $250 million. Governor Vic Friday officially called a special session during 11 at the Oregon legislature to deal with the problem. It will be the 22nd special session in state history, followed by 17 months of special budget meeting in August 1969, which $204 million was cut from state agency budgets. Further spending reductions were made during the regular 1981 session. The latest special session was October 24th to consider court reform legislation. The projected $250 million deficit is far larger than the $85 million estimate made in October, which reflected in comedy in August. It was also considerably higher than the estimates of $100 million and $150 million that it had been more over the last month. Taylor last week directed the state agencies to begin planning budget cuts as much as 20%, but did not reveal at the time the amount of deficit that was lost at the time. Friday, the governor said that the cuts were made across the board in human services, higher education, to compensate to the deficit. They would come up to even more than 20%. IT emphasized, however, that as he made in the previous week, he favors the selective cuts instead of the across the board and reductions that would affect each state agency by the same amount. He was also said did not favor reductions in the amount of the state pays to the poor and the 30% poverty tax relief program, or the amount paid for the basic school support, and he said was against raising revenue by imposing new taxes. The latest revenue forecast, which was prepared using the state's new economic model, predicts that state government will collect $175.6 million less in personal income taxes in the 1981-83 budget than was estimated at the close of the legislature's regular 1981 session. Corporate excise and income taxes are expected to drop by $68.7 million. Drops in the protection of revenue from liquor sales and interest income is establishing a prudent person preserve of $28 million will require the legislature to make the total budget adjustments of $250 million. And that said takes into account projected revenue in some areas, and such as gift and internet taxes and corporation forms show what was anticipated. The governor has directed state agencies to give his office to the budget reviews by December 11th. The governor was to leave Saturday for a 2-week stay in Hawaii. He was to begin the review with the agency budget over proposals by December 15th. Will have its own proposals ready for legislature review by January 4th, when the legislature committee will begin to meet. The governor said it would appear to him that the popular sentiment imposed the tax increases, and he wouldn't oppose them as well. He also said that the state government incredibly would sever the cuts in the property tax relief plan were made. ATS did not any flatly that he would be vetoing any bills for increase in revenue or making adjustments in poverty tax relief, but it was saying he did not have much moves in his mind, and that his plans incorrect. He projected the deficit was to make agency budget cuts. Then the president and Federal Democratic climate fall said after hearing the governor's announcement that to deal with the deficit strictly by means of budget cuts was lopsided and overly optimistic. We may be able to cut a few more budgets, but if we do, we have to cut then very selectively. Here it said, we already cut virtually of all of them and again, and money more across the board. And exiting will seriously jeopardize our remaining programs in human services, higher education, law enforcement, and corrections, agriculture, development, and environmental protections. Heard said leaders would be considering all options for balancing the budget increase and including imposing new taxes and reducing homeowner relief payments to local governments. Donner and Prancer, and of course Rudolph the Crimson Nose one, where all their standard road floating on a sleigh as Christmas season officially opened with a downtown parade Friday night. Squeaky, shrill shots peeled out along Southwest Broadway as children stood 6 and 7 deep on the sidewalk. Linda, brightly colored wagons and a regular crowd of Yuletide characters in the second annual downtown Christmas parade. The adults had a good time to the Alligator Temple's bond was there playing gongs, drums, and snake charmer horns while dressed in the usual satin robes and nooses. And there was Chuck Pierce, just another wild and crazy guy, and the Santa scooted around in the 5-horse pound motorized bathtub and spraying water to bystanders. Pierce started in and out of the between a half dozen of the chums who carried inside-out umbrellas. Collectively, they are known as rainmakers. One motto was of fun and good taste, Pierce explained earlier. The Royal Spider-Net's 40 bare-legged Hillsbury grills turned green fluorescent tip batons led the finger-numbing event. Before the event, they stood held in coats, teeth, chattering, and wondered if many of their peers would be along with their frigid food. Even on a chilly night, there was no shortage of parade viewers, whereas families brought blankets and Hooded jackets of warm hats, some of them such as Tom and Carol Sargent had set along with Aaron Ford and Darby Toole set along the route and sipping hot drinks. Others such as Carolyn Zip 5 and her father Tom mingling with the participants getting introductions to Rudy the reindeer, also known as Rudolph of Pete Westerberger. The children were everywhere, straining a better glimpse of cartoon characters such as Barney Rubble and Fred Flintstone from perched on curbside parents' shoulders, newspaper vending boxes and car bonds and car hoods. It was an act make-believe rain and Broadway. At the end of the procession, Mayor Frank Vinci presided over the brief ceremony, proceeding in the lighting of the great Christmas tree in the Banner Courthouse Square. Have a good time this season because life is short. Vinci said the honor of lighting the big tree fell not to Santa Claus but to Cinnamon Bear, the cuddly human-sized mascot of the Frederick and Nelson department store, who arrived South Street for the event in 1977 in a Lincoln Continental limousine. After beat mix-up in singles, the burly bear, who as everyone knows is mute, got directions that switch, and Christmas in Portland was on and brighter than ever. Here. And this is lights on downtown Portland's big Christmas tree. Click on left and straight after center arrives, right for downtown parade Friday night.
That last drive, they did go against a different team.
Washington, U.S. security agents have bolstered their bodyguard forces and tightened and border controls have been warned that Libya and other Arab hit terms are out to assassinate President Reagan and other top American officials. We take our report very, very seriously, another security specialist said. He and other security officials confirmed Friday that reliable source in the Middle East were warned that last week that one of our assassination attempts of the assassinating teams might infiltrate the United States, possibly from Canada. The reports include names of about 6 would-be kills, the United States officials said. As a result, the Secret Service, the FBI, and another government and security agencies were sent in intensified measures to prevent harm to the President, the Vice President, and cabinet officials. Most officials are not being involved in discussing the matter and offered the few details about what specific steps were being taken, but one Ray Haggerty, the Customs Service Director for North Dakota and Minnesota, said agents along the Canadian border were more closely checking identification credentials. We have stepped up our watch, he said. Reagan, from whom secured his routine attack, was at his secluded ranch in California. His protected was remained at stepped a level since he was shot March 30th, and measures have been included a mock curtailment of public appearances.
Put his arm up there, it's a tough call, but on the field, we see when you put that arm ball.
Meanwhile, at least known that the protection of at least 2 cabinet officers, Secretary of State Alan Hank Jr. and Defense Secretary Casper Weinberger, has been attacked in. Weinberger's case, for example, he just began assigning 9 more cars to proceed and follow his limousine. The District of Columbia Metropolitan Police Department is responsible for guarding the homes of many federal officials were alerted. Weinberger and Hank were to travel overseas to, and security officials said they were especially concerned about they might be exposed to danger from other possible assassination teams abroad. However, there did not appear to be any intelligence on specific threats to Weinberger and Haig overseas. ABC News reported Thursday that Libyan agents have been assigned to assassinate Reagan and other top officials that were believed to have already entered the United States with Canada. According to Nevada sources, ABC said the monitoring in the Canadian border, especially in the trade area, has been increasing as part of a special investigation under the direction of special investigation under director of FBI Director William H. Webster. The FBI had no comment on Friday. At the State Department, a spokesman Joseph Reed declined to discuss security around hanging of highest officials, but it's known that security measures have been tightened in recent weeks. Nor would be the department discuss the report to increase surveillance around the Canadian border.
Future innovations are born from conversation.
A cannon fired in downtown Portland Friday probably would have not hit anyone unless aimed at department stores. With 1,000 workers enjoying the 4-day holidays, many offices were closed and much of downtown resembled quite of a Saturday afternoon, but shoppers flocked to the department stores. Big stores like Meyer Frank, Frederick and Nelson, and Nordstrom, and places like the Gallery reported heavy traffic the day after Thanksgiving, usually the heaviest retail sales day of the year. Way running way ahead of the same day last year, said Michael Gradlap, manager of downtown Nordstrom store. I opened 15 minutes early because we had 20 or so people who went in to get it in. He said that customers are buying, not just looking, but I do believe that customers are being more cautious this year. They're looking for value and service in many can several stores before they buy. Jim Mesha, sales promotion manager at the downtown Frederick and Nelson store, said, we had a great deal of foot traffic today, but definitely as much as more last year. But I don't know what it means in dollars, but if I hadn't seen those figures yet. Similar to reports of those crowds of shopping came from Ivan Menderhart, general manager of the Lloyd Center, and officials of Washington Square and Clackamas Town Center, and law for the large store operators were more than pleased for the appointed shoppers, the operators of some of the small specialty stores in the downtown area said that they were getting most window shoppers, and the crowds at the streets and department store area didn't seem to be carrying that many packages. Dr. Irene Walton, an 88-year-old politician, has been a downtown Trader Bell wing for many years, but believes the potential buyers Friday were doing more looking than buying. She rang a bell in the Morrison Street entrance to the gallery and said there were a lot of people walking and buying in and out of stores, but I don't see many of them carrying packages, but she said people like this are contributing more to the Volunteers America charity container. We're getting more dollar bills than people who usually contribute up to this because the people who still have jobs know more need help this year. All in the department stores were having with activity. The rest of the downtown scene resembled sleepy hall. Many parking lots were only for filling and finding parking spots. Long streets was not difficult. Mario Martinez, the city's chief traffic engineer, estimated that downtown automobile traffic was up at about a third from where it would have been on a regular Friday. Train buses that normally carried sending room only loads downtown during the early morning rush were running about half empty. The Friday after Thanksgiving is more like a Saturday, said TriMet official Doug Kebab. Many fewer workers are coming in, but more shoppers are heading downtown. In addition to the shoppers, many parents on buses were talking about children in the store Santa Claus debuts. Along the other larger businesses and institutions closing the downtown area were Portland State University and Friday, along with Pacific Power and Light Company, Portland General Electric Company, Northwest Natural Gas Company, and many multiple county offices. State, city, and federal officials were open, but many were operating with skilled because large numbers of employees have taken a day off, and unusually large number of older persons were downtown having ridden in the buses and shopped for parkings at the larger stores and line shopping centers. Malls were busy selling people who had taken the day off from their downtown jobs. And a Pacific storm hit the West Coast Friday, building a snow-foot deeper in the Sierra Nevada and touching off the season's first coastal mudslides in Southern California. Temperatures dropped in the teens and below from Nevada and Wyoming and Nebraska, with readings below zero across southern Montana. It was a frigid 6 degrees in the middle of the afternoon Friday in Jackson, Wyoming. Another Minnesota snowstorm which left 10 inches north of Duluth on Thanksgiving Day. Delighted John D. Grew said most people were caught unprepared. Grew repair snowfall. I love it. That's one of the best snowfalls I've ever seen in the last few years. I've needed that. Been starving up there. The minute up in the St. Paul area were crippled with an 11-inch snowstorm last week, followed by an ice storm that blacked that much of the region. Friday storm sweeping down from the Gulf of Alaska soaked Southern California overnight, causing minor mudslides along the 30-mile stretch of the Pacific Coast Highway and south of Ventura County line. California Highway Patrol Officer Jerry Enright said no damage was reported. Fred will have the weather after this commercial break. Stay tuned.
Look at the defense retreat. And then Burnett in the open field, that's a tough assignment to try to make a tackle on DeMarco Murray. That's Murray's fourth catch of the game. As Romo improvises.
Sportswear's aiming for men and young men here. $19.99 traditional Shetland sweaters brand, original $25. A crew neck class in good wide range of fall color size, small to extra large. 30% off in soft warm tops and plush feather lush colors, original $25 to $30. That's $17 to $21.99. Styles to make thoughtful gifts, small to extra large, and 25% off. Save on Hager's famous washable suit and regular $24 to $70. Vest, pants, jacket and falls, leave it on stretch polyester now $17.99 and $52.50. $6.99 warm flannel shirts for young men, no usual $18, less $8.99, and long sleeve cotton flannel shirts and assorted plaids and $59.99. Young men's V-neck velvet tops at regular $19.99, long sleeve classic in an array of exciting colors. Small to large, max placed in all stores, and shop downtown 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Lloyd's, Washington Square, and Clackamas at 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. It says after Thanksgiving sale and clearance at Meyer Frank. Rose City Sewing Machine Center at 59th and Northeast in Sandy. All machines on sale now. The place for the perfect gift. Compare side by side. New Home, Brother, Singer, Pop, Beckon, Brilliant, and others at 20% to 50% off. New models for $149.99. Trade accept the free lessons. Used machines from $49.99 at 59th and Northeast Sandy at 249-2994. Okay, now on the weather now. Fred Jenkins. Okay, thank you, Paul. Right now, our current conditions at 6:30 p.m. reports. 43 out in PDX, 41 out in Troutdale, 41 in Hillsborough and Astoria, 50 out in Newport, 47 out in out in Oregon.
That flag's coming out. Take it back to the 18 now.
47 out in
13 with a 4 receiver.
North Bend. It's 33 in Salem, 37 in Eugene, 43 out in Roseburg, 35 out in Grants Pass, 40 in Medford, 30 in Clement Falls and in Bend, 37 in Medford, 39 out in Dales, 34 out in Pendleton, 22 out in LeGrand, 31 in Baker City, going up to Washington, 39 out in Toledo, 33 in Olympia, 38 out in Oak Queen, 39 in Victoria, British Columbia, 43 in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, 34 out in Bellingham, Washington 39 in Everett, 40 in Seattle, Born 39 in SeaTac, 36 in Oklahoma, 31 in Wenatchee, 35 in Yakima, 32 out in Hanford, 34 in Kennewick, 29 in Spokane, 34 in Moscow, 38 in Luciano, and 39 in Walla Walla, Washington. There. Weather-wise, Monday Nation today. Winds of high pressure situated over in eastern Illinois and Indiana, but mild conditions much of the country. And there's a warm front stayed in Texas and down to the Gulf States, and a cold front from Alabama down to northern Florida. And rained in eastern Arizona down to New Mexico, and snowed from western Colorado down to Utah, western Wyoming down to eastern Idaho. With a cold front moving ahead towards the plain states, and low pressure centered in northern Nevada and California, causing all the weather of wet weather and mudslides out in southern California, and low pressure has been causing the snowstorms out in Nevada. Yeah. So for our forecast for Portland and Vancouver and vicinity, increase of continent Saturday night, rain likely Sunday. Tonight's low will be about low near 30 degrees to 35, 39 degrees. High tomorrow near 50 degrees, and chance of manageable fall precipitation 20% for Saturday night.
This season he's gone to Bryant.
Fair Saturday evening with increase of continent tonight and rain Sunday. High tomorrow near 50 degrees. Tonight's low up to 30 to the low 40s. Here. Winds north-northeast about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Seas 2 to 4 feet, and swells northwest 8 to 12 miles per hour. Portland winds and Vancouver's winds northeast about 5 to 10 miles per hour. For Oregon, Cascades. Increase of continent Saturday night and snow Sunday, and cloudy Sunday with snow at times. Freezing level near 35 feet. In the north about 4,000 feet south. Winds northeast about 10 to 20 miles per hour. And western Oregon fair Saturday except for fog, low clouds and severe valleys. Increase in clouds Saturday night. Rain at times. Sunday has the low 40s, the low 50s, and low 30 to 40 degrees. Eastern Oregon fair Saturday except for areas of low clouds and fog. Cloudy Sunday with increase in cloudiness of light snow rain has 30 to 40 degrees, lows teens to 20s, and locally near 0 degrees. Western Washington fair and cold Saturday after patchy morning fog, increase of cloudiness after Saturday afternoon with a chance of some rain in the evening, and increase of cloudiness of rain. Sunday has the low to mid 40s, and Saturday's 40s and Sunday, and lows of 30s and lower 40s. Eastern Washington fair and cold Saturday, increase of clouds Saturday night, and Sunday slight chance of rain and snow Sunday has them 30s, lows in the 20s. Extended outlook with Western Oregon, pot cloudy Monday and Tuesday, and rain on Wednesday has the 40s, low 50s, and low 25 to 35 on Monday and Tuesday, and near 40 on Wednesday. For Eastern Oregon, a few snow showers Monday, fair Tuesday, rain and snow times on Wednesday, and has 30s to low 40s and lows of teens to 20s. Pollution index 45. Particulate in Portland 45, Eugene 61 carbon oxide, and Medford 94 carbon monoxide. Air circulation Portland, Eugene, Medford got a little change. Rivers report range of stations Portland 7.2 feet at 5 p.m. Thursday, low 5.4 feet at 1 p.m. on Friday.
Get over 20 of the hottest hits back by our 1 hour in-stock guarantee.
Freezing levels of Salem 39 feet and Medford 49 feet, and Oregon River forecast little change of slow fall on Oregon River in levels on Saturday. And low tide 8:59 p.m. in the northern beaches of Oregon. And that's going to be it for the weather. Now, take it to Peter Wiggins and the sports. Take it away, Peter. Okay, thank you, Fred. Okay, let's take a look at all college football scores. In East, it's Boston College 28, Holy Cross 24, Penn State 48, Pittsburgh 14 is Winter 23, Montclair State 12. In the South, it's Alabama 28, Auburn 17, Florida 35, Florida State 3. Florida A&M 29, Bethune-Cookman 0, North Carolina Central 35, North Carolina A&T 7, Mississippi 45, Lamar 14, Tennessee 38, Vanderbilt 34, Clayton 14, Louisiana State 7 was Virginia Tech 20 was Virginia 3, Midwest North Michigan 55, Elizabeth City State 6, Southwest Houston 40, West 3, UNLV 27, Texas El Paso 20 was Oklahoma 27, Oklahoma State 3, and it was Southwest Texas State 38 was Jacksonville State 22. Far West is Arizona State 24, Arizona 13, and San Jose State 28, North Texas State 16.
Dunbar was a big part of that drive that finished off.
Class A football semifinals, St. Mary's 34, St. Paul 6, Riddle 28, it was Oak Ridge 14. Class B football championship, Arlington 74, Prospect 2. Cross country at TAC championships to Burbank, California. Top finishers in the seniors men was Adrian Rail of Reno Valley, finisher with 27-20. And Albert Salazar finished in second place, 2 points behind, 2 seconds behind. And senior women, Julie Brown of LA Netrite 15:49. In college wrestling, Mike Erb, University of Oregon, your champion, defeated Vinker Tanglesay of UNLV. in 118-pound
Cowboys 3.
division and 126-pound division is Miles Hancock of University of Oregon in fourth, defeated Joy Krebs, Long Beach 9-0. Brian Siemens, Bakersfield defeated Hancock 20-9.
They didn't want to tackle on.
Barry Boyles,
So that was an option.
Never Oregon Duck Championship defeated Tom Coffey of UNLV 27 and 150-pound. 158-pound Ricochet of University of Oregon lost to Tony Wuffen in the UNLV decision 6-5. 167 Tesla Long Beach defeated Paul Schiff UO 6-5. 177 Charles Nether University of Oregon in fifth. Pinned Fred Raff of Wyoming 251 and Fred Monklemus Bakersfield pinned Nether 113 and 190 Joel Linsky of Cal Poly defeated Lance Cannondale UO 16-11. NH Heavyweight Dan Cook of University of Oregon champion defeated Roger Herrera of Bakersfield. The fault 315 team scores Bakersfield your leader 112.5 and Oregon's second place 106.25 points.
One of many teams tied for that 6th playoff position.
NCAA playoffs. In the Saturday results, North Michigan defeated Elizabeth City State 55-6. Southwest Texas State 38. Jacksonville State Alabama 22. North Dakota State 24. Puget Sound Washington 10. With Shippensburg State Pennsylvania 40. Virginia Union 27. In Division 3 semifinals, winner in 23. Montclair State New Jersey 12 was Dayton 38. Lawrence nothing.
I'm looking to trade in this gift for a ticket to Hollywood.
What makes you think it's worth that much?
It's a laptop.
In golf results and cuss, the World Open in the third round scores, it's Lee Trevino. Year later, 2 strokes of Lon Hinkle later in the Casio World Open in Ibusuki, Japan. Auto racing at Daytona Beach, Florida. John Paul Jr. qualified for first place in the Daytona 250 at Daytona Beach, Florida today.
Don't get screwed with the Google Chromebook. Get a Windows laptop starting at $249.
Wrestling in the Oregon Oklahoma Open at Norman, Oklahoma. Dave Rinda in the 118-pound division of Oklahoma defeated Jamie Waz of Oregon State 13-6 in the championship match. 109-pounder. Hugh Bone of Oklahoma defeated Jim Baumgartner of Oregon State 11-10 and Baumgartner pinned Jay Hawkins of Texas 5-56 in consolation match for third. Test results in $125,000 New South Wales Open in Sydney, Australia. Single semifinals. Chris Everett Lloyd, U.S. defeated Bettina Bunge of U.S. 6-7, 6-4, 6-1. And Martina Navratilova defeated Randy Turnbull of Australia 6-1, 5-7, 6-1. Double semifinals, Kevin Jordan and Smith, U.S. defeated Marjorie Blackwood of Canada and Sue Lee of Australia 6-3, 6-2. Martina Navratilova and Pam Schreiber, U.S. defeated Randy Turnbull of Australia and Rosa Casals, U.S. 7-6 and 6-2.
And by AT&T.
Daryl Everett, the only man that coached Marshall's high school football team, has resigned his post after guiding the Minutemen for 22 years. Cited health reasons for this move. Everett 50 said and added, I think the change is good at this point, both for me and the point. In the program, I had some high blood pressure. Said Everett, who was coaching Marshall's first junior varsity team in 1960, guided the school's first varsity team in 1961 every one since. And the doctor said I should slow down a little. Everett ended his career 4 weeks ago with his 100th coaching victory. A 28-14 victory over Lincoln. Everett's Minutemen posted a 2-7 record this season and a 21-year record. Was 182-5. Everett, who also serves as Marshall's assistant director, said he would remain in his school and then his position. I can't say this time, I think I'll have to hold back. Everett said when I was asked my return to gridiron, it's been really enjoyable, but I'm in assistant director. If I director, maybe I can make up for it in other ways. Everett took 4 Marshall teams into the state playoffs, including teams in 70 and 73. That reached the state semifinals. Marshall's 1917 to win undefeated for 10 games of 4, following the Medford 7-0 in the state semifinals.
Tracy Wolfson with a report. Trace.
Not only has one McElroy an undrafted free agent who's a walk-on at Penn State.
A San Francisco attorney for former Trailblazer Bill Walton was unsuccessful Friday in his effort to get a court order preventing public testimony by Walton possibly about cocaine usage in a pretrial disposition. Walton in late October was ordered by Multnomah County Circuit Court Judge Charles Cookman to answer questions about his use of cocaine and faced possible dismissal of his $5.6 million lawsuit against Trailblazer doctors. The former Blazer star is suing Dr. Robert Cook in the Oregon City Orthopedic Clinic, claiming that they were negligent treatment on an injury to his left foot wedge of Bone Brook sometime between mid-February and April 20, 1978. A person problem with Walt's left foot is forced him out of professional basketball. He's now attending law school at Stanford University in Palo Alto, California. Cookham in October agreed with the defense attorneys that Walton should be required to answer questions designed to whether certain cocaine use contributed to the cause of the foot injury and whether it affected his biases and perceptions. Walton earlier indicated that he would be willing to answer some questions about the use of cocaine, but he said he would testify that the use of the drug had never interfered with his ability to play basketball with any real potential of injury.
Not registered as SAP either.
Walton's training pal V. Melody had told Quickham Friday that Walton had testified for the 3 hours on Friday and to the deposition in the subject specified by the judges. The requested that Quickham impose a protective order prohibiting disclosure of the contents of the deposition except for the purpose of the lawsuit. Defense attorney Wayne Williamson and Donald Borman vigorously opposed such an order, saying that such no reason why the testimony, which is not normally part of its public record before that trial, should be sealed. Quickham explained that it was his practice to grant protective orders only in rare situation in such a civil case in which there might be a danger that trade secrets will be disclosed, or in a criminal case when the testimony was covenant informant and involved in each side. He saw no reason to seal the deposition of Walton. In Boston, Denny Ainge admitted, I'm a better basketball player than a baseball player. Officially switched professional careers Friday, signing a multi-year contract with the Boston Celtics in the NBA. I want to be a Celtic really badly, said the 6'4" Ainge, an All-American guard at Brigham Young this year, who had 2 years of Zeldin in a contract player in the basketball wall. With the Toronto Blue Jays, Ainge was a three-sport star at the North Eugene High School in Oregon. I think I could come off the bench, score points, play defense, and pass the ball while I need to, said of his abilities. No terms of the settlement with the Blue Jays were announced. We started to lose a baseball player whom we thought would become third baseman Willie Shumluk, said Pat Gallagher, vice president in charge of baseball operations for the Blue Jays. We're satisfied with the settlement and all negotiations were with the Celtics. That Ainge today were all above board. Ainge's start date was not revealed, but coach Bill Fitch indicated that Ainge will be activated and he's ready in the 7th game when the Celtics play the New Jersey Nets at the Boston Garden. Friday's announcement followed day-long meetings of Celtics owner Harry Manger and President and General Manager Brett Auerbach and Angels attorney Bob Quinney, who flew in from Utah. The Celtics defending basketball championship in the NBA selected Ainge in an NBA draft last June over his 22-year-old basketball star. Still belonging to the Blue Jays, Ainge will be 23 March 17th, with only 187 Toronto the season just for baseball strike. He talked to the Celtics and decided he wanted to play pro basketball with them. Ainge was selected in the second round and the 21st player taken an overall NBA draft. The Blue Jays went to court to bar the Celtics to negotiate with Ainge, the baseball club, which demanded $1 million compensation for them. The Celtics had a free Ainge, but lowered that figure more than $500,000 while permanent an NBA team to resume negotiations. The Celtics balked at paying what they considered ransom money and went to court with the Blue Jays, Toronto, and went around a couple of months, but given the Celtics permission to resume talks with the Ainge this week with a cutoff date from November 30th. The Celtics originally offered Ainge a 5-year contract totaling more than $1.3 million. Mangione said the contract had provided a guarantee of $220,000. For the first 3 years without a guarantee, that the salary would have been $103,000 for the fourth year and $400,000 for the fifth. Mangione said earlier this week that he increased the offer by a substantial amount, but he added, "We're not close at all." Mangione also accused of NBA clubs tempering, especially the Philadelphia 76ers and Los Angeles Lakers. Auerbach will open the bank and vault signed superstar Larry Bird for more than $600,000 and only 2 years ago said he plans to ask NBA Commissioner Larry O'Brien to investigate the alleged tampering. A team guilty of tampering may forfeit its first round draft pick and he's subject to a $250,000 fine by the league. The Detroit Tigers, Chicago White Sox swept outfielders Steve Kemp and Chet Lemon Friday.
From the nation's fastest and most reliable 4G LTE network. The mentalist spent his life seeking vengeance.
The St. Louis Cardinals allowed the late J.V. Kane to play football despite tests that showed he had a damage shot on court and wrongful death suit filed Wednesday by the player's widow. Kane, a tight end, died of a heart attack suffered in July 79 spring training practice session. Electrocardiogram traces and blood test ratings revealed that he was suffering from extensive damage to the heart that would have been disqualified and prevented him from participating in professional football competition, according to his suit filed by Eugenia Kane, who lives in Texas. Team trainer John Alejandro's ordered Kane to take his medical test July 4, 79, 8 days before his death. The test administered by Cardinals physician Dr. Bernard Finkel and 2 other doctors included in the according to him, suit says. The suit claims that the Cardinals represented to Kane that he was in good health, was physically fit and capable of withstanding the usual customary rigors of the sport, which representation was untrue. Claudio Canjubil, former coach of the Los Angeles Aztecs in the North American Soccer League and the Brazilian All-Star soccer team, was drowned while he was underwater fishing near Pinion Beach in Rio de Janeiro, according to 42 recently returned video from the United States where he had served for the year for LA's coach. And that's going to Friday. Channel 2 News, 6:30 p.m. weekend board on this. Saturday evening, November 28th, 1981. I'm Paul Major alongside Fred Jenkins and Peters. Hope you have a good evening. Coming next on Channel 2 will be the Lawrence Welk Show on Channel 2. I'll be back for the news at 11 p.m. For now, Paul Major's time. Have a good evening. I'll see you at 11. Good night.